if you do not have a 4-year degree or a master's degree or advanced education, and you are wondering whether or not you can be entered into the H-1B visa lottery, well, there is a rule that USCIS refers to as the 3-to-1 rule for individuals that may have limited education or did not earn a degree whatsoever. And you have many professionals that don't go through formal education that maybe get certificates or have degrees plus a combination of certificates and experience working in the industry that by all means and through experience have the equivalent not only to a bachelor's degree, but sometimes much higher than a bachelor's degree through their education experience or combination of education experience, certificates, diplomas, whatever it might be. And if you incorporate the 3-to-1 rule from USCIS, you can still potentially qualify for an H-1B visa and be entered into the H-1B visa lottery, even if you do not have a completed education or no formal education whatsoever. So how does that 3-to-1 rule work for USCIS? Well, it's pretty straightforward. It's exactly how it sounds. For every 3 years of experience, that equates to 1 year of formal education for USCIS standards. Now, when you're talking about experience, it's talking about progressive experience in the industry. So for every 3 years of progressive experience in your field, that equates to 1 year of a degree in the United States. So if you work and you have 12 years of progressive experience in the industry that you work in, then that can be equated to a 4-year degree or a bachelor's degree and potentially qualify you for an H-1B visa. You can also do this equation multiple different ways. So let's say you went to school, you completed 1 year of education. Well, then you can combine that with 9 years of experience. Or maybe you got diploma that was a 2-year diploma. We'll combine that with 6 years of experience and so on and so forth. So there is some leniency that USCIS has adopted. If you did not obtain a formal education, or maybe you obtained some education, you didn't complete it, as long as you can show that you have a combination of progressive experience in your field, along with certificates or education that add up to the equivalent of a 4-year degree, then you could potentially still qualify for an H-1B visa and be entered into the H-1B visa lottery. And we've helped many individuals without formal education who are very experienced in their field and have worked in the industry for many years, then obtain an equivalency to a bachelor's degree and then be entered into the H-1B visa lottery, not only obtain H-1B visas, but eventually obtain green cards through this process. So absolutely, if you do not have a formal education, but you have the equivalent thereof by using the USCIS 3-to-1 rule, then you could potentially still qualify for an H-1B visa and be entered into the H-1B visa lottery.